People ask me, hey doc, I have COVID symptoms. What test should I take? There's three basic types of COVID tests. There's the antigen test, the PCR test, and the serologic or antibody test. They test for different things. The antigen test, or the rapid test, tests for the outside part of the virus. The PCR test looks for the genetic material on the inside of the virus, and the serologic test doesn't test anything about the antibody, it tests your antibodies to the virus. So if you've been exposed to the virus and mounted an antibody response, there's a certain level in your bloodstream. Well, the PCR is the most accurate. It's highly sensitive and specific. That means that it detects what it looks for, and it's supposed to be looking for the virus, and it does it to the tune of 95% or 98% specific. People also ask, is an at-home test as effective as a rapid test performed by a medical professional? It depends on the person administering the test. In other words, a medical professional is going to get that swab way back where they need to get, whereas a person at home doing it to themselves may be a little timid and not put the swab, as far back in their nose as necessary. Well, the answer is anywhere from 2 to 5 days, and that's not an absolute answer because it takes some people as much as 12 to 14 days to manifest an infection after exposure. True, it's not very common, but it can be that long. People ask me, hey doc, I have COVID symptoms. What test should I take? And I answer, take the one that's most convenient. If you've had the symptoms for 2 to 5 days, that rapid test should detect it. If you had it longer, you might need a PCR test. But point is, get tested. There's 3 places where you can check the nasal area to get a swab. One is the outside, called the anterior nostril. Then there's the mid-turbinate, which is a little bit further, about a ½ inch further. And then there's the deep swab, which is all the way back there, almost to your throat. It depends on the operator. The deeper back you go, the better chance you are to get enough virus to turn that test positive. Some people move their head back, so it's harder to get to that area. But listen, if you're like me, I just stood there, I sucked it up and let him do it, period. Uncomfortable, but necessary. I say no. I said there's rarely do you have a false positive. And I say it like this, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's not a chicken. Rapid tests have the highest rate of false negatives, especially if you do it early. There isn't enough virus in there for you to detect that protein to turn the test positive. The PCR tests have the lowest false negative, and almost no test has a false positive. I hope this helped, and I hope you stay safe, you stay healthy, stay vaccinated, and stay away from people with runny noses.